Hello world, from whichever time zone you're catching me from, my name is MD90. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell notification to all so that you do not miss the uploads that come up. And the easiest way for you to navigate the channel is to head to your playlist. You'll find videos curated for you based on your interest. So if you're interested in the Kutika podcast, you'll find a playlist for that. For news and trends, there's a playlist for that. Exclusive with MD90, a bunch of playlists that are created based on your interest. So the easiest way to navigate the channel is head straight to the playlist and you'll find what you're here for. Consider becoming a member of the channel. Right next to the subscribe button is a join button. You click on the join button so that you can become a member of the channel. You support the team on the production and a number of things that we're doing here, and we appreciate that.
Well, there is a new twist to Chilufya Tayari's situation. So, as you may be aware, the past couple of weeks, he has been going through a number of medical concerns that he had brought up. Earlier on, he mentioned to say it was to do with his intestines that had developed some issues. I don't know if it's balls or pretty much he had issues with his stomach. So he's been updating his audience. And he's been appealing to President Hakainde Hichilema if there was a possibility for him to come back to Zambia. But he wants to come back to Zambia and not face the consequences of the legal proceedings that he has in court, pretty much. So he was asking if he can come back under those conditions where his freedom is going to be guaranteed. But a new twist has come up. People are suggesting to say he had sold his kidney, actually. So you see that meme that's there to say, I praised him, waited for nothing to come. I sold my kidney instead. So it seems like one section of society does not believe actually it was actually his issue with his intestines. It's just so he sold his kidney for him to be able to survive his life in exile. So that's one thing. So and then say when loyalty costs more than it gives. And then obviously the kidney. So there a meme that was created up about Chilufya Tayari, and he decided to share it himself. So he says, when you see a big politician, when you're a big politician, people take their time to come up with such. So he says there's no evidence to prove that he has sold his kidney. But people are simply creating memes because he's a big politician and he creates a wave. When he's talked about, according to him, they come up with such. It is not it's not because they hate you, but they just want to be on their they want you to be on their side. So I never get offended or arrest them. So he simply says he's not offended. People are starting to say he had sold his kidney. It's just because he's a big politician, and that's why people are keeping him in that conversation. So he has dispelled the rumor to say, no, actually, he did not sell his kidney. It's actually just medical complications that he has. So those are the images that he's been sharing about. But people are arguing to say the stitches, they look similar to what people that sell their kidneys have. So those are some of the images that he has been sharing online, stating to say it's just because of medical procedure that he had undergone, not that he had sold his kidney. So that's the situation with Chilufya Tayari. He has dispelled the rumors to say no, it's not that he has sold his kidney, it's just a medical procedure. On the other hand, from the verdict that came from South Africa yesterday, when the body was in court, was handed over to the Zambian government, a number of people were reacting to the issue. And one of the individuals is this guy here. He had issued a video that has gone viral. And people are cringing at it. Let me just play you the video so that you listen to what he was saying when the verdict was passed. Just stand by.
Natuwa kwenyuna akatumbi kwenyu kaisa akatumbi kaisa oko mwalemekesha akatumbi akatumbi oko mwalemekesha mwalusa mwalusa akatumbi natuwa kwenyuna akatumbi kwenyu kaisa akatumbi kaisa oko mwalemekesha akatumbi akatumbi oko mwalemekesha Mwalusa.
So people just saying, no, this guy should be arrested for issuing such a derogatory statement over the situation that is going on. But anyway, it is what it is. And then in the Daily Nation, the report said Lungu's remains not coming yet, obviously because of the injunction that has been filed, or the appeal that has been filed by the Lungu family with regard to the verdict that was passed yesterday, where the court handed over the body or the remains of the late president to the Zambian government. But because of that appeal, everything stays the same as it is. And then Laura was simply having a moment on a platform just 10 minutes ago. She was like, does this family have elders? People had asked, where are the elders to bring some dignity and wisdom? Abuela vasokoloka vaelda na chivemba na chivemba mkamwa, hey, it's okay, give us back the children. So she was simply laughing at the moment to say, yes, people are trying to say, aren't they elders in this family? They're referring to Edgar Lungu's family. Said, no, give us the elders for them to speak. And then now when the elders spoke yesterday in court, referring to Edgar Lungu's immediate elder sister, when she spoke, and she issued a colorful statement, and then people are like, no, let's have Tesila Lungu be speaking to us, the children, in that sense. It's more palatable. And then obviously when it was announced that Edgar Lungu's family has challenged the Pretoria High Court decision to repatriate his body to Zambia, Alice weighed in, Alice Roland Musukwa weighed in, so she says, how can she? And she tags President Hakainde Hichilema, says, how can she? His Excellency Hakainde Hichilema is not a problem, or was the problem. This is now beginning to sound fishy. I think Niplan Beam, referring to say whatever the Lungu family is doing now looks like that's the plan B that Edgar Lungu had referred to when he lost the Constitutional Court hearing where he was supposed to contest the 2026 elections. And he mentions, oh, now they're moving to plan B. So she says there's a possibility what's going on now might be that plan B. How to get away with Zambian politics cases. 3 months, same thing. No, smart Lulu. Anyway, my post is allegedly. I do not have any lawyer to waste money on. By now, those mourning, if I told there is anyone mourning, they could have been healing. When 3 months, she asks, guys, I wish there were. I wish I was their family lawyer. By now, I would be planning to buy an island. Don't come for me. She says, get out there. So she put up that statement simply saying, at this point, it's looking like it's not President Hakainde Hichilema to blame. It's on the Edgar Lungu family camp, where she was saying it seems like the plan B that Edgar Lungu had talked about might be exactly what is playing out in South Africa. Allegedly, obviously, she didn't want to go against the cybersecurity laws there. And then she tags the Republican president Hakainde Hichilema there, simply saying he's an innocent man in this sense, because it's beginning to look very fishy on the part of the Lungu family. And obviously, that statement wasn't well received by the Patriotic Front. They screenshotted it and then put up their own articles. So different responses have come for Alice Musukwa, referring to her, to say, yeah. So people have replied to her in different format. And then obviously that was a reaction to say she's a big person, pretty much causing that stare there. Chief Atari will say, come on. Coming to your local channel, obviously people had created a meme of what had played out in court. Like there's a movie coming of some sort. That's what's going on there. The Patriotic Front responded to Alice Roland Musukwa there. Mao Sampo also weighed in. Just people are going back and forth with regard to this. And then Shifetari also put up an article. He tags Makebi Zulu, still accusing him of that. And yeah, pretty much saying an appeal does not mean there's an injunction, but in reality, the body hasn't moved as things stand right now. Alice put up an article. It's high time the so-called political leaders start behaving like real leaders. Pretty much everyone is having a field there with this, weighing in and giving their 2 cents on the issue. Obviously, the Attorney General being celebrated there, Mulido Kavesha, it's just called Kavesha, pretty much. Yeah, so it's still being celebrated for the victory in court yesterday. But on the other hand, with regard to the issue of Zambians being required to pay 15,000 USD bond before they travel to the US when they get their visas. So someone attacked Osi, the musician, the Zambian musician, and George Mutonga. They say these are the real reasons why the US is now requesting that Zambians be paying 15,000 US dollars deposit before getting tourist visas to the US, because of many overstays. Ngatini Osi, 17 years overstay. So simply saying these are the real reasons that were having those consequences being imposed by Donald Trump. And then George responded to say, Mwebantu, ask any Zambian in America. This country is big, referring to the United States of America. This country is big. It has 2 time zones. So one side of America can be 13 hours and another side can be 12 hours. It has every environment. It has the desert in it. It has Arizona and Nevada, and then swamps in Florida and forests and jungles. On top of that, there is Hollywood and New York City. Don't get me started on the history of American Revolution, Boston and DC, the Grand Canyon and Colorado River. So if a visa, if you give me a visa for 3 months, how do you expect me to see everything in a short period of time? I need at least 30 years plus. Please understand. So it's simply justifying why most of the Zambians are overstaying. Pretty much it was a joke, obviously. Simply saying they overstay because they have to see everything, and that can be done within 3 months. They need 30 years to be able to do that. That's George's response to that jab there. And then the mass newspaper there, don't celebrate. It's shameful for United Party for National Development, UPND, to grab Lungu's body from family, Msoni. People weighing in more on that. Daily Mail says African court orders return of Lungu's body, and government pledges to consult family on a state funeral. That was from yesterday, and as we proceed going forward. And then Real Time says it's Embassy Park, but the family has filed an appeal against the Pretoria High Court ruling on the matter. So new dates are yet to be communicated on how we proceed. Nothing has been communicated at this point. I'm pretty sure by Monday we should have a clarity on the new dates when the next set of hearings will be taking place. And that's the news, ladies and gentlemen.